What's going on, guys? Welcome to the High Life Podcast. This is episode number 1. My name is Levi Robbins, and I'm going to be your host. On this podcast, we're going to talk about how you can become the highest version of yourself and a high performer. So first, let's talk about what a high performer is. Now, I googled high performer, and the definition is a high performer is someone who goes above and beyond to achieve their goals and complete their tasks or assignments at work. Now, we're going to forget that last part because it obviously does not mean that it only applies to work. This can apply throughout the rest of your life. You can become your highest version of yourself by ultimately doing everything you possibly can in your highest manner, having a high standard, and not slacking. Every single thing you do in life needs to be at your highest level. And I'm in the middle of applying these things to myself as well. And I have seen tremendous amount of change in my life, and I know other people around me have noticed the same thing. So I want to share this with others like you who are out here trying to better yourself and ultimately become your highest version. Let's talk about these 9 traits that all high performers have. Trait number 1, goals. High performers always have goals, and you don't want to just have average goals like the average person, because average people do nothing great in life. You want to have goals that seem unrealistic to most people, goals that you know you're not going to be able to achieve overnight. Goals is probably the biggest aspect of anybody's life, because if you don't have any goals, you don't really have you don't have a roadmap to where you're headed. What is a goal? A goal is something that you aim to achieve. There's many different definitions out there, but that's the one that I like to go with. Something that you're trying to achieve. The reason why you want to have outrageous goals is because even if you don't achieve them, you will be in a far better place just going down that path than if you just set small average goals that the average person achieves in their lifetime. You want to go above and beyond no matter what, because you will never fall short. You might not achieve what you aimed for, but there is no doubt in my mind you will be in a better place than you are in this moment of not having an outstanding goal. Now, the second trait of a high performer is positivity. I mean, it might sound pretty stupid to you, but negativity is so powerful, it can drag anybody down. You want to stay positive because it will let you have a happier life. Nobody wants to go around being grumpy or sad. And ultimately, being happy is a decision. It's a decision you make. Allowing negativity to get to you, that's your own choice. You can block it out if you want to. You can tell people, like, I don't want to hear that, I don't want to listen to that, so that you don't get it. You don't get their negative energy, because it will drag you down. And the moment you're dragged down, it is so easy to forget the things that you're trying to accomplish. And not only that, when you're surrounded by negativity, you have this cloud in your mind. You're not the highest level version of yourself, and that's what we're trying to be. So you guys need to stay positive, spread positivity, and I promise you it will make a huge difference in your life. The third trait of a high performer is consistency. No matter whether you're going down a weight loss journey or starting a business, if you don't have consistency, you will never get anywhere. Consistency leads to reliability. When you're consistent, people can count on you because you've continuously showed them in the past that you're going to do these things no matter what it takes. You want to be consistent because it makes you continue to keep the ball rolling and stay focused at the same time. Consistency is always going to be key, and without consistency, you will not see change in your life. So you need to come up with a routine or something and stick with it no matter how hard it gets. because a routine eventually turns into a habit as long as you stay consistent. The fourth trait of high performers is having a high skill set. Skills can be learned. You're not born with them. So go out and seek some knowledge. Learn something new, learn how to do something, and then do it to your highest level. Do it so good that other people pay you to do it. Become a professional. Yes, some things take years to become professionals at, but that doesn't mean you can't learn new skills and apply them in different parts of your life. So just maximize your skill sets and take them anywhere with you, and never stop learning new skills. Trait number 5 of a high performer is being able to accept constructive criticism. Not only accept it, but maybe even go out and seek it. Because if you can adjust the things that other people see you're doing wrong, you will be far greater than having self-criticism, because you're always going to want to think that you're doing better than you really are. So go out, find someone that supports you and your journey and your mission, and ask them what you could do better, and then become better. Accept constructive criticism, but don't criticize people. Trait number 6 of a high performer is growth. Always have growth in your mind. Never become complacent with where you are, because there's always a higher level that you can reach. Whether you're making $10,000 a year, you could always make $20,000 a year, $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $1 million, $100 million, $1 billion. It doesn't really matter. There's always a higher level that you could become as long as you stay consistent and you keep setting higher goals. Look for growth opportunities. That's what I do. I know I hate being in the same place every single year, so every single year I try to do something that's going to put me one step ahead. Always put one foot in front of the other. Never accept where you are, because you could always do better. Everybody can do better. The 7th trait of high performers is respect. High performers respect everyone, because no matter who it is in life, they deserve respect. A couple buddies of mine and I went down to Santa Barbara a couple weeks ago, and we planned on giving back to the homeless. So we went grocery shopping, bought them a bunch of stuff. We went to McDonald's so we could buy them some food, and this guy was outside of McDonald's laughing at this homeless guy, and it really ticked me off because he had no sense of respect. I don't care if this guy's homeless and you work every single day. I really don't care, but they deserve respect at the end of the day. So I kind of stepped in and I said some things to him. I told him to have a heart and be a better person, because nobody deserves disrespect like that. And then we went inside and we bought some food. We talked to this guy. We gave him food, a blanket, some hygiene, all kinds of stuff. And, we just wanted to give. And it just happened to be at the exact same moment that we were going to give to the homeless, that this homeless guy was being disrespected. I just thought I should share that with you guys, because it doesn't matter who it is, but they deserve some respect at the end of the day. Trait number 8 of a high performer is leadership. The reason why you want to have leadership skills is so that you can lead others. And it all starts with yourself. If you can't lead yourself, how are you going to lead someone else? Now, if you can lead someone else, lead them to be the best version of themselves. And maybe they will move on to become a leader as well. And it will create a chain reaction, and slowly you start to develop this community of leaders, and leaders can change the world. If you can influence other people, you actually can change the world, but you can't do it alone. So become a leader, become a high level leader, and create other leaders. The last trait, number 9 of a high performer, is having balance in your life. Whatever you're doing, find balance, because life can become so overwhelming and stressful if you don't balance things, and it can lead to shutting yourself down or having depression or anxiety or whatever. But you need a sense of balance in your life in order to make things flow smoothly. I know sometimes I struggle with this one. I mean, I work 60 something hours a week, and I'm trying to become certified as a personal trainer while keeping up on everything else. And I know sometimes it can be hard, but if you set a routine and you prioritize your priorities, you can create balance in your life, and things will be smooth and not so stressful, and you can enjoy the things you do day to day. I want to end this podcast by thanking you guys for tuning in and deciding to make a change in your life and become a higher level version of yourself. At the end of the day, it all really comes down to becoming a high performer. If you implement these 9 different things, I promise you, you will see exponential growth in your life all around. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.